Hey guys, welcome back to Not That Deep. Okay, this was just a sound test. Wait, it's not that deep. All right, party people, welcome back to your favorite bi-weekly, sometimes tri-weekly, sometimes monthly. We're trying to stay consistent podcast, Not That Deep. I am so freaking excited to be here. We're wearing sunglasses inside. I have a very special guest with me that I'm going to intro really quick because something that I want to do, the people that I have on, once I get big, it's going to be doctors, it's going to be surgeons, it's going to be Kamala. So I just want to make sure that I'm able to intro people the correct way. And so for this person, specifically, I don't think I've ever met anyone who thinks I'm funnier. And in fact, when I was with him recently, I came back to New York City and I thought people didn't think I was funny anymore because nobody laughs like this motherfucker. And you're gonna hear he has the best laugh ever. But before I get into that, before I get into the nitty gritty, this person, his name is Will Gagan, spelled not the correct way. But I can't say that coming from someone with an insane last name myself. So Will and I went to high school together, and we're gonna talk about how we know each other and everything, but this is just for the nitty gritty. So Will and I went to high school together. He's a few years older than me, and I love an older man. And he and I would have dance-offs at house parties because his best friend was my best friend's older sister. Picture us as a square. But Will and I all weren't always connected. It kind of was like an upside-down horseshoe.
And we were on opposite sides of the horseshoe.
Opposite sides of the horseshoe, but when we would cat daddy, we would get together.
And then we'd meet in the middle.
Well, exactly.
On the stake. Fucking
Will, okay, so
I was like, I can't be quiet any longer.
Yeah, no, I can't.
I'm like, this is killing me.
You're like, I refuse to be silenced.
Were you silenced?
Well, I'm not even past 2012. You're like, let me jump in here real quick.
I was like, am I just going to sit here the whole time and just like listen to you and like try not to giggle?
I just start lying and you're like, that's not true, Dana. So Will and I basically got reconnected because I did a Gwil's trip.
Wait, can I at least introduce myself first?
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Oh, okay.
No, introduce yourself. That's so much better.
Okay, thanks. Hi, everybody. My name is Will Gagan. Dana and I grew up in a little suburb in New Jersey together, and this is my first and probably my last podcast. I know I have the voice that is made for fame.
I thought you were gonna say made for TV.
I don't know what it's made for, but it's made for something. And yeah, I'm super pumped to be here. I mean, Dana and I, she'll get into the nitty gritty. Let's count how many times we say that nitty gritty.
Okay, well, thanks for that intro. Are you okay if I intro you now?
Yes, please.
So I went to LA for a Will's trip last January, and I knew that Will just had moved to Los Angeles. And
technically Long Beach.
Technically Long Beach, yes. Snoop Dogg is from there.
Mm-hmm. He's holding the flag. I mean, the torch.
Is he?
Yeah, at the Olympics.
What is a Survivor? So it rained the whole weekend that I was with my Wills, and I was like, damn, I know that Will Gagan just moved here. We really have never hung out one-on-one, but I was like, what if I just texted him? And something special about me is I have no regard, and something really even more special about Will is
he has no fucks to give.
Exactly. And together a match was made, to which then Will then invited me. Okay, I asked, Will said okay, to live with you in April. For the entire month of April, he housed me in his studio home. I slept on a pull-out couch, and I've never felt closer. Will has never felt less straight after living with me. And I have questioned my sexuality after living with Will because men,
Because men,
because
and
men,
the gays, they know how to do it.
they know how to fart. And so, and so from that, I think just such a special relationship was born. Will's back in LA. He's living in LA full time, Long Beach, but he's back in New York for a bit because he's going to Poughkeepsie. Do you want to say why?
Yes, I am in New York City for just a couple days, visiting some friends before I take the train up to Poughkeepsie, because I've told everyone and their mother that my cousins are having a reunion, and I'm really excited about it. And so,
Wait, I'm pausing you really quick.
oh, sorry.
It's okay. Come closer to the mic.
Yeah.
You don't need to talk louder, but just come closer.
Okay.
But don't be uncomfortable. Like, you can bring it closer to you.
Oh, okay. So I'll just tell that little
So
bit
much
again.
better. So much better.
I'm back in New York just for a couple of days. Most of my friends, like close friends, live here in the city. So like, I come back and visit, but this time it's for my cousins are having a reunion up in Poughkeepsie, New York. And yeah, I just wanted to stop into the studio and record a little ditty with Dana.
A little nitty gritty ditty. Will, what's it like being back in New York? Because you called this place home for 8 years.
Great question, Dana. I'm so happy you asked. I lived in New York City for 6 years, and 2 years in the Lower East Side, 2 years in Williamsburg, 2 years in Jersey City, but we don't talk about the Jersey City.
Does anyone? I feel like whenever anyone's like, where do you guys all live? And we're all like, Upper East Side, Nomad. And someone's like, Hoboken.
One thing about me is I keep it random and like I go where the fucking wind blows. And so, yeah, but I loved living in New York City. Eventually, I was like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go and find somewhere else, and had no plans or never thought that it would be the West Coast. But now I'm really loving Southern California. But New York City will always be like fucking amazing, and the energy. I mean, Dana and I have a little story to tell right now, just a little New York minute.
Well, I guess for everyone listening, well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, I'm being very vulnerable.
I'm like, when did you come out? No, I'm just kidding.
Never.
This bitch better drag me right out of the damn closet.
Dana, this would be the 7th time you've outed me. And now this one's going on the airwaves.
Wait, when did I out? Oh, in an Instagram post, right? Right.
Yeah, but it's okay. Okay, tell the damn story, girl.
Wait,
Come on.
wait. I have to tell a quick story about someone being outed. Someone texted me and was like, "Did you know that X is gay?" And I was like, "No, I think you just outed him."
Dana, I texted you that. I sent screenshots of a guy on Hinge, and I was like, do we know him? And Dana goes, oh my God, that guy? She was like, I thought I was going to marry that guy. And I was like, well, he wasn't that cute. So, yeah.
Wait, yes, but I feel like it was fine because whatever. You know what? Whatever. There's a double standard. I'm going to make a double standard, and the double standard's going to make sure that I'm right.
Double entendre.
So,
That's kind of like a hot name.
sorry.
Entendre.
We got Coca-Colas. We came into the studio, and I was like, excuse me, do you have Coke? A cola. They're like, hell yeah. So I was in Bryant Park earlier, which is one of the parks that I think is kind of like a catfish because it's really pretty, but then you take yourself one avenue away from it and they're like selling Gucci on the street.
Mm-hmm.
So it's conversational, Will.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Bryant Park definitely like isn't my favorite park, but like today just seeing Dana there like basking in the sun, and we literally like the way we greet each other is we just start dancing, and people watch, and then we giggle, and then eventually we like hug and we like kind of calm down a little bit. But like usually it's kind of like a whole production and ordeal for like 5 to 10 minutes.
It's kind of like when puppies get zoomies.
Yes, exactly.
We
So
get
that's us.
We get the zoomies. But so I was working, sure, and I had my phone turned upside down because I didn't want it to get hot.
And she was busy eating her shumami salad from Sweet Green. This is not a sponsored ad. I just don't want to get canceled for this podcast.
Will has like a high esteemed corporate job, and they're like, "Did you seriously think it was okay to mention a huge corporation like Sweet Green?" Me like illegally using the studio. I'm like, "Don't mention Sweet Green."
Okay, so keep going.
So then Will comes over and we're like, la di da di da, and I'm like, all right, let's go, bitch. So I pack up my things and we're going. And we get to the studio, we get sat, we get our Coke, a cola, and then I have to sign into Gmail from my phone. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. Where's my phone? And I'm digging through like my off-brand Louis Vuitton, and I'm like, where the hell is it? And I'm like, oh my God, Will, ...
Mm-hmm.
It's in Bryant Park.
And I was like, I mean, I'm a gaslighter. So like, I was like, Dana, no, it's not. I was like, it's got to be here. But luckily I have Dana on Find My Friends, and I pull it up. Also, my like contact picture of Dana is like her wearing this like flamingo hat, and it's so funny. But
I look like I have 2 brain cells. So we're trying to look for my phone, and we're clicking my photo, and it's me looking like
looking like a big pink flamingo,
like a goddamn pink flamingo.
So anyway, I see the phone is still in Bryant Park, but it looks like it's moving. Like it looks like it's moved to one side of the park and then to another. But then when she settles, it seems like she's really where she left it. And so Dana makes the executive decision to say, we got to go get it. And so we leave all of our stuff here in this beautiful studio. I mean, it's very safe. But we leave everything in the studio and we just start running down the Avenue of the Americas. Sprinting.
Like running. And I haven't ran. Will goes on runs like pretty frequently, and he has naturally long legs similar to an elk.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't run.
No.
Like I'm more of a weightlifter, not like Miss Trunchbolt from Matilda. But like I'm not running, so we're frolicking through the fucking streets, and my phone ends up being there. Thank God.
Thank the gods.
But here's the thing, like, and this is something that I think everyone should take a second to think about. Who would you do the Amazing Race with?
Well, Dana, we've talked about this. We talked about this because we've been on many adventures over the last, I don't know, 2 years. Like Dana and I just have had so much fun together recently. But yes, deciding who you would want to be like running through Times Square and like stressed and unsure about what is on the other side, Dana Siegelstein.
Like because okay, there's a few layers to it too. Like at the top, like we would logistically be great together and we would have fun. But then you dig a little bit deeper and we would probably fight, and it would be
great TV,
great television, and they would want us to not be together, but then we would end up coming together like at the finale. Like we would get into like a friendship ending fight, and then they'd be like, and here, like I just tell you my vision?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm on the couch. You know how they all end up looking so hot?
No one's on a couch. Oh, you're talking about like the reunion or like.
So I'm picturing Survivor, but make it Amazing Race.
Okay, I don't think they do that for that show, but.
For Survivor?
No, for Amazing Race. There's no like, I wonder who won, and we're gonna go to the live studio audience to see who crosses the fucking finish line. Like...
Well, there's not. That's why I'm saying there needs to be.
I need to use my imagination more.
So I'm there looking super good. I got a blowout. They haven't seen me in makeup. They're like, this bitch can rock a wing. Oh, he's cute. Will.
He is really cute.
What do we do?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
No, he's going to the next studio.
Okay.
Oh. We may have a situation.
I'm like, Gabs here. Is he hot, or have I just not been around men? This is a good question.
Dana, get to the nitty gritty.
Wait, he's so cute. Okay. So then what was I talking about? Oh.
Amazing Race.
So then they're like, Dana, there's someone here to see you. And the whole time I have a storyline that I like have a bad relationship with my dad. And I'm like, oh my God, is it my dad? And then you come out. I'm like, even better. And we had been in a friendship ending fight. And then you come out and you look really good too. Like you just get a blowout.
Dana, have you ever seen this show? Literally, like, we would be partners. Like, I don't think that. Anywho.
So anyways, that's what basically happened, and that was pretty freaking insane.
Yeah.
But I think that that's such a special relationship to have someone to recognize, like, we can go through chaos, but it's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Will,
I mean, we are the chaos.
Will, what's your funniest? Like, I have a few questions. Like, what's your funniest memory with me?
Oh my God.
And that's not me being a narcissist. This is just me. Like, I'm trying to think if I can like pinpoint one. And I like can't, but like,
you're really putting me on the spot. I'm trying to think of like a time that I've just like laughed so hard.
I have a quick example actually.
Okay, go for it.
This is just like this is more recent because I haven't really thought about it that much, but Will and I and his really funny friend Matt, who is also into stand-up comedy, we got kind of drunk one night and we were like, what if we just went to an open mic and we go to this place that is actually a dump?
The Piazzas.
The Piazzas in Long Beach.
There's a stage.
There's a stage. If there's a stage, there's a stand-up because you really just need a stage. And honestly, so we get there and there's a man standing there who's running the mic with like a 10-year-old daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And you just know she's seen stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, get on your iPad, Gabriella.
Yeah, and they've got like every single appetizer in front of them, and he's trying to distract his daughter from like how bad the stand-up is, but also like how crude some of the people are. I mean, like every person, like every walk of the earth is getting up on this Di Piazza stage, besides me because I get stage fright. But I was there to support Dana and Matt, and it was so funny.
Will, like, what, but so, like, the reason I bring up that story is not just so we could talk about the Piazzas, but, but, like, I was up there and I was just doing some, like, random jokes that, like, I kind of was insecure about, but I also was a little tipsy, and I just see Will, like, supporting me and, like, laughing at every single thing I say, and just, like, to feel support like that from a friend is so, I don't want to say rare, but Will really goes the extra mile, and it's
Aww.
so genuine. Like, I really know that I can like count on you to always like hype up my comedy or like hype up my choices, or tell me I'm being a freaking idiot if I'm being dumb. Like, you know?
Yeah. Well, so I was sitting in like the front row, like literally like Regina George's mom, and I just was recording the entire stand-up, the set, and anything that comes out of Dana's mouth like just really cracks me up. Like, we always crack up so hard. And yeah, that's a really beautiful thing about our friendship, is like that we're just like silly, goofy doofuses.
We're just like silly, goofy doofuses. But I also feel like that that's like a quality that, like,
oh, she's getting sentimental.
No, hear me out, because it's not that deep.
It really isn't.
Like, when I think about like friendship and like who I want to surround my time with, like, why would I spend my time with someone who like doesn't laugh at anything I say?
Mm-hmm. That's true. I mean, that is true. Laughing and like being silly and having fun with a friend is sacred. It's also like the best thing in the world. And so like if you're not bringing even a chuckle to the table, bye-bye.
You need to be removed.
Yeah, no, and it feels a little harsh at times. I mean, when you are as funny as we are, like the bar is relatively high, but you know, it is what it is.
No, but it's like I don't need people to like get to my level of like humor. I just need you to appreciate it.
Yes.
Because there's nothing worse than like there's just like certain people that I'll be around sometimes in certain settings where I'm like, I'm being so funny and you think I'm so weird, and I can tell that like you're judging me,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't want to feel insecure in this lifetime.
No, never. Never enough.
Never, never, never enough. Will, if you could be in one Broadway show, what would it be?
Oh, great question. Oh God, I haven't
Make
seen.
sure to come closer to the mic
Okay, okay.
or bring it to you.
I haven't seen a Broadway show in a while. Um, yeah, I don't have a good answer.
Will.
Okay, I guess Alphaba. I was like, what? The movie's coming out soon. Like
So you-
everyone. I'm angry.
So you agree? You trying to defy?
Gravity. Stay
Switch
the hell away from me.
You switch from defying gravity into John Mayer,
Mm-hmm.
into Andy Cohen.
Who's Andy? I mean, I know who Andy Cohen is, but like, what does he have to do with gravity?
Do you? Well, John Mayer and Andy Cohen are friends.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize how to read your mind.
How could you forget? I think that like Broadway stars, if you think about it, like they have so much talent
Mm-hmm.
and they're just giving it all every single night.
Yeah, and like they're not getting paid enough.
No,
Like not even close.
no. Broadway stars, I'm going to draw a parallel between them and teachers.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing the Lord's work
Uh-huh.
and they're not getting paid like it.
No.
They're teaching the youth of
How
our
to, how
generation.
to express themselves and how to act. Dana,
What?
let's take it back in time a little bit.
I'm ready.
So-
T-Pain.
So I guess, okay, Dana and I grew up in a town where we went to separate elementary schools. We went to the same middle school, but we never overlapped. And then high school, I was a senior when Dana was a freshman.
Yes.
So you can imagine how this went.
I'm like, we were in the locker room.
No, never. But there was chocolate syrup involved. and we'll leave it at that. But it was kind of funny because in our town, like, people started drinking like around, I don't know, like 8th grade, and like
Wait, this is fun. This is fun.
Yeah.
Where was your first beer consumed?
my first beer consumed. Honestly, I don't remember where my first beer was consumed, but I do remember where like my first like alcoholic beverage was consumed, and it was like a shot of Patron at the Miller's chased with like an orange Gatorade. Like they always had that big bottle of Patron, and like it was massive. Like, and we would just like pop shots. Like I was probably 13 years old or like 14 years old. Like it was probably freshman year of high school. And like we would take one and then we would just like do a grind line down in the basement. Literally. And like this was pre Dana and I, like, I mean, I guess we probably knew each other, but you were just like a little baby.
But then, like, everyone also, like, when we were drinking so early, we're so not discreet about it on social media. And, like, a whole Facebook album would be, like, getting fucked up in the basement. And it would just be all these photos of, like, people half naked with, like, blurred Solo cups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really funny. I mean, I haven't thought about this in a while. But yeah, like pre-Instagram, pre-Snapchat, like pre all these things where like you could just post like a little tiny clip of you having fun with friends. Like it really was Facebook albums and videos and wall posts and bumper stickers
It was just such
and
a
pokes.
simple... I'm about Andrew Marino and I talk about pokes, but
Okay.
it's kind of... I'm like, so we can't talk about that.
Okay.
Did you ever have a form spring?
No.
But you know what they are?
Wasn't it where like people could anonymously like send you, or like they could just send things about you? Like you wouldn't there wasn't even like a question. Like they could just like send you like Dana's got big areolas. Oh, she didn't think I was going there. She actually doesn't. I swear to God.
So yeah, that's a really good example.
Is that what a Formspring is?
Or they could say like,
Oh wait, do you remember what Yik Yak was? Yik Yak was kind of the same.
Yik Yak was more communal. Yik Yak was like, I'm gonna bomb Model UN.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
At Hershey Park.
Yeah. No, but actually, like Yik Yak was huge when we were at Model UN.
Yeah.
But no, Formspring was I had a page and people exactly could say something, very untrue, like Dana
yeah.
has huge areolas.
Yeah.
Or they could say Will has a micro penis.
Oh, ouch. I'm
So,
not
like,
laughing.
Just like examples, and so he doesn't. But where I was going with this was like the generation younger than us. Will, are you mad at me?
No, not at all. I was like, oh, I probably had like resting bitch face.
No.
Yeah.
The younger generation like has no idea what it's like to have the simplicity of Facebook and uploading those, because I saw a TikTok the other day and it went like this. What do you guys think I can do to like be prettier? Be honest.
Wait, this is a question.
Like
for me?
please don't answer that. Like,
I was like, I kind of zoned out for a second.
so like a middle schooler uploaded a TikTok and she
Mhm.
was talking to her fans and she was like, guys, be honest with me. Like, what should I do to be prettier?
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine that?
No, but well, yeah. No,
People are-
that's insane.
People are like, all you need is a nose job.
Aw, poor Sally.
It was sad, but like the basement content that we had, it's like, did you ever get your stomach pumped?
Yeah,
Can you talk about it or no?
I can. I mean, it's actually a pretty funny story.
Because I just realized that I do know this story, but I would love if you told it.
Yeah, I'll tell it. I mean, I'm not proud of it, but also at the same time, fuck it. It's not that deep.
It's just not that deep.
It really isn't. Neither is my stomach.
Takes like a half a shot. You're like, Mama, I'm going to the hospital.
Okay, I'm just gonna give names because like I really have nothing to lose.
Well, hold on.
I'm just gonna give the name of the girl who was throwing the party.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the summer.
We can bleep it.
I'm pretty sure
This is the
was,
summer you turned pretty.
No, this is the summer going into junior year of high school. So I think I was.
It's humid.
Yeah, it's kind of sticky in here.
No, Will, I'm describing the summer night.
Oh yeah, it's like June in suburban New Jersey. June, and I actually got into a fight with my dad earlier that day.
Oh, you're showing.
Yeah, I like had my driver's permit and like I think I put the car in like drive before it was fully stopped or something, and like I don't fucking know. But we were in a fight, and this girl, Alyssa Stewart, she was having a party at her house, and it was an anything but clothes party, an ABC party. Never had I ever been to one of those before, let alone really heard of one. But like Westfield really did like themed parties. So anything but clothes. Oh my God, wait, I'm having flashbacks.
To ABC?
Yeah. I forget what I wore. I feel like I wore,
I feel like you wore a trash bag.
I think it was like a Bitch, you weren't there.
No, but I can like picture the photo.
Okay, it was either a trash bag or maybe like a caution tape.
I'm literally picturing you in a basement with a trash bag and caution tape. I swear to God.
Oh my God, wait, we have to look up if there are photos. I think that we took down the album after I got my stomach pumped. But anyway.
They're like, it's too painful.
Yeah. No, it was so raunchy. Like we were all like basically like naked in Alyssa Stewart's basement, and her grandma had like a handle of like rum or whiskey under the sink. Did I already say that? I don't know.
Wait, so it was her grandma's house?
No, it was, she lived with her dad and her grandma, and I think the grandma was home. But anyway.
But her hearing aids were out.
We start like pounding this like bottle of rum or something, and then like I was there like kind of on the early side. That's just who I am.
You're so punctual.
And yeah, I probably had at least like 10 or 12 shots of, not like shots like back to back to back, but like in a short amount of time of this liquor. And then next thing I knew, like the world was spinning. I think I like made out with like 3 people. And then David, one of my best friends, was like, "You're fucked up." And we gotta go. So he called his mom, who drives a minivan, and she comes to the party. And I've known this woman since I was like 5, and she's trying to get me into the back of the van. Also, I don't know if I want this on the pod.
Fine.
But so
we could. Well, hold on. Let's hold on.
Uh-huh.
Let's do. Wait, 3, 2, 1. So that clap means I'll know to like cut a little bit before that if you want to start over, and we don't have to talk about your stomach getting pumped.
No. I think that we can use some of this. I think, but we'll have to just pick like the best little like sound bites.
No. I don't do sound bites because it sounds dirty. It doesn't sound clean. It doesn't sound clean. Do you regret saying Alyssa's name?
No, not at all. We're keeping all this in.
Okay, I'm gonna keep the clap too.
Yeah, keep the clap. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
That was good.
So David's mom is trying to get me into the minivan, and I am Gumby. I'm literally Gumby. Like she can't get me. I'm dead weight.
Do you remember this too?
No, I don't remember a goddamn thing. And so then she calls my dad, who we were fighting, and he comes over, puts me in the back of the Honda CRV, and drives me right to the hospital. And then I wake up in the hospital bed, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? Who shot up the Taco Bell?
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
I did. I really did. And then I was grounded for the rest of summer, and my parents took away my phone. But that didn't stop me from party rocking.
Wait, Will.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's a rite of passage to get your stomach pumped.
Tell me about yours.
I never got my stomach pumped.
Okay, what's like the closest?
The closest?
Yeah.
You
have to share.
Okay, it was
like if you haven't had your stomach pumped, there's a time that you probably should have had your stomach pumped.
Oh my God. I think I should have had my stomach pumped more than I do this podcast in college. Like I should have been getting my stomach pumped tri-weekly, but one time, it was my birthday senior year, and I was back from Italy looking skinnier than ever.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I'm going to have a huge banger at my apartment. And
Dana's big blowout bash.
A big summer blowout. Me when I go to Dry Bar. Me when I go to Dry Bar and it gets frizzy in 2 seconds. And I'm like, have you never dealt with an Ashkenaz?
Okay,
so Will, I'm staying focused. Like, come on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So I was like, I think I'm going to, prepare some beveraginos for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
What if I made some jungle juice? So my neighbors were on like the soccer team. So I was like, hey guys, can I borrow one of your big orange coolers?
Buckets, yeah.
So I filled it with ice and I was like, what goes in a jungle juice? I don't really know. And I was like, oh, I know. Well, I'm actually like, I don't know. Proceeds to put like 3 handles of Tito's into this jungle juice vat with 1 thing of cranberry juice. What's the name of it, you might ask? Dana Special Juice. So people would come in and be like, oh my God, Dana, like, thanks so much for providing, like, no BYOV. And I'm like, no worries, just treat yourself to one of my famous glasses of jungle juice. And they're like, okay, D. So I'm chugging that thing. And another thing I'm doing is slizzing. Do you remember what slizzing is? Did you ever do that?
Well, I thought it was when you put like Burt's Bees chapstick on your eyebrows. I mean, eyelids. Yeah. But that was Beezin.
That's Beezin.
I don't know what Sleezin was.
Slizzing it was like a contraption that it basically was like funnel, but it sat on a table and it had a straw.
Did you sit on it?
No, I wish. Honestly, you could. Go into any adult toy store. No, I'm just kidding. So what the point was, it's like, make shots easier. So my sister introduced it to me. You pour juice into it, you pour vodka into it, you pour juice on top of it, and then you sip it. You chug it, you sip, and it's called the Slizz. And all my friends would go, Slizz, 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 Slizz. And
That
Oh
sounds
my,
fun.
I have an even more insane story. I just
Can
realized.
we bring it back? Like, I want to bring back the sliz.
I have one in my apartment, but basically, like, I ended up not making it to the bars, and this is actually pivoting to an even more insane story that you have connections to. So
yeah, but wait, Dana, I just need to interrupt you for a second. I'm so sorry.
it's okay.
One thing about Dana and I is we both get the pre-party fanny flaws,
Fanny flaws.
where like we just get so freaking excited that we're just like I got a sliz.
Yeah, we would be like, but yeah. It would be fun, and we'd put on a fun song
Yeah.
and change a song depending on who's slizzing.
Yeah, like
and
the party starts like when we say it starts, and then when everyone else shows up, like that's just like collateral.
yeah, and like if someone else gets their stomach pumped, it's like that's attention seeking.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
For us, it's like a
We-
villain arc.
We did it on purpose.
So we were slizzing in high school, and I ended up going back to our good friend the Callinan's home, and I went every type of bodily fluid into the toilet
Oh,
because I was so fucked up. And then John Callanan had
Oh,
to
no.
clean it, and then I left and I dropped off a handwritten card the next day.
wow. There's something about getting like that type of drunk in front of like your friends' parents, and then them like caring for you, and then the next time you see them, it's like, oh my god.
What kind of parent do you think you're gonna be? Because like in that situation, but I
Yeah.
guess like in a deep sense, like what kind of parent would you be?
I think I'll be a cool dad. I mean, I don't think that not that I'm like planning to, I mean, not that I've got like a baby on the way. But I
Fair.
mean, one day, I would say I don't know if I would want my kids getting fucked up in front of me, but I would want to know if they're drinking. And I think that like the safe and responsible thing is to like prepare your children for like the situations that they will inevitably find themselves in. So like before going to college, like your kid should probably know what it's like to have like one too many drinks.
You're like Timmy, this is a simulation.
I'm
chug,
like,
chug these 12 Bud Lights. I'll take care of you. Do you want to know something insane? My mom picked me up from my friend's house after chugging green apple Smirnoff. I was throwing up everywhere. I get back to the apartment and she literally says to me, like, I'm not embarrassing her. She literally said this to me. I was throwing up on the toilet and she goes, "You can't handle Penn State."
ooh, and that like, were you gonna go to Penn State?
Totally. And I was like,
You're
I
like-
know I can't handle it, so that's why I have to go to Virginia Tech. I'm too into my brains. Like, I
Yeah,
can't not.
That's
Um,
true.
Will, what's like,
Wait, Dana.
what? Well, we also, Will, like,
Yeah.
I totally did not prep you right for this.
Oh no, not at all.
Because
Oh
our,
yeah, you're supposed to interview me.
No, I think that this is great because it's just dialogue and it's conversation and it's actually super fun.
Yeah.
And it's just us being us. Like when we're literally like dementiaed out at 99, we can like listen to this and be like, damn, I still got it.
Mm-hmm.
But usually I do something called I digress.
Oh, okay. Go.
But so you need to prep an I digress.
Oh shit.
Let me pause it really quick and I'm going to let us think.
Wait. But I also need to say, I've only listened to Dana's first episode,
That's okay. That's more than most people.
and I loved it. I've just been really busy recently.
It's okay, Will. But you've listened to other podcasts, right?
No.
Really? What audio have you consumed? Hold on, guys. I'm going to pause this while we fight. I told you not to do that. Okay, well, my digress is pretty custom to me because I am kind of sick of having to wear like geriatric shoes because I was cursed with plantar fasciitis. And I think that they don't make cute shoes because they're trying to divide the masses of our society into those with PF and those without. So when you see someone with like a sandal, like a girly little sandal, and her heels are showing, and her perfect toes, oh, she doesn't have PF. She is deemed holier than thou. And then you see me chomping along the streets of New York with my Brooks fully supported with orthotics, made custom by my podiatrist. I think that they're trying to do something, and I do not want to be a part of it.
But you have to be.
I digress.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. That was very vulnerable of you.
I know.
I still haven't thought of mine, but I guess I will say.
Well, what about like being blonde?
Dana, you just read my mind. Okay, so I know you can't see me right now, but I recently dyed my entire head blonde.
Is it dyeing your hair blonde or bleached?
Oh, yeah. Well, it was bleached.
Bleach and tone.
Yeah, my girl Tina hooked it up with a bleach and tone. It's been about a month, and it's been a journey, I'll tell you that. I think that everyone, and I mean everyone, should know what it's like to be blonde.
Even me?
Yeah, even you. I mean, I know you've balayaged and you've gone pretty light before, but like, it's not the same. And the reason, okay, but I guess if you were born a blonde, then you would have to go red to get the same effect. But I think that no. What I'm gonna say is, we all get so wrapped up in our own vanity and appearance. How we look, am I hot? Are people attracted to me? Like, I walk around New York City like I'm a fucking supermodel.
But you are.
I'm like a 7.5.
Here, you're a 5 in LA.
But a 10 in Long Beach.
yeah, I know that's right.
That's what I was going for. And I'm not going to say it yet, but it's really cool to change your appearance and to realize, like, it's not that deep. And also, like, hair grows back. Like, it's just hair, and it's fun to change up your appearance. I think most guys don't do it enough. Like, you've seen some guys who've been rocking that same fugly ass haircut since they were 13. Like, switch it up. Come on. Like, chop it, dye it, polka dot it,
Countryfy it.
hip hop it.
Put your cock in the sky.
Sway side to side.
Jump to the left. Stick it. Iconics.
Stick it, drive.
Wait, and then finish with.
I digress. I mean, I could have kept going. Dana just cut me off.
Wait,
but
wait.
it's okay.
Wait.
I'm not mad.
Keep going.
Oh, but yeah, now the roots are showing. And it probably doesn't look that great. I mean, it's a little bratty.
I think it looks great. I thought it looked
Okay.
awesome. I love that you had a vision of what you wanted and then
Yeah.
you went for it.
Yeah,
And like you also like you have a face card, so
I do.
ugly people can't really do that. So I think you're being a little privileged when you
Yeah.
tell everyone to change it.
Oh,
What if you're ugly?
I think if you're ugly, you've got even less to lose. Like,
That's so true.
damn. I mean, it's just what I'm trying to get to is mindset. I mean, like, this isn't like a self-help podcast, obviously, but like, I just think that to change the way you look is to change the way you feel and to change the way you think. And so, switching up those patterns, creating new neural pathways. I've been in LA for too fucking long, but
The shrooms are hitting.
the shrooms that Dana picked up from a van.
Why do you think that men are so much less inclined to change their hair than women? Because women, it's like a rite of
Yeah.
It's like getting your stomach pumped. It's you do it.
You do it. You just do it. It's thrust upon you. I think that, well, men are lazy, and no one really wants to be in a hair salon or like a place where they cut or dye your hair for like longer than you need to. Like, I really thought I was gonna be out of the hair place in an hour. Dana was visiting me, and I was like, Dana, I'll be back in an hour, babe. I'm gonna go get the blondes. And I was nervous. I was really nervous because when I was like 10, my family, like, we would come into New York City to get our haircuts because my parents like met each other in the city, and they had this
Aw.
guy for like years and years and years. His name is Valentino. I think he's still alive. Shout out Valentino at Astor Place.
This is sponsored.
Yeah.
Wait,
And-
Will, we should go say hi.
We could.
Okay.
But I really wanted to get frosted tips, and and I was obviously in the closet, but I wanted to get frosted tips, and so he put the bleach in the front of my hair, and then put the tinfoil on, and 30 seconds later, I have a panic attack. I was like, "Oh my God, what am I doing? This is no, 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 no," and so I say, I'm crying, I'm like throwing a fit, and that's not really my style. But I am, and I'd say, Valentino, take this shit out of my head. And he goes, he's like Romanian. He's like, oh, but then the hair's gonna be orange. And I was like, I don't care, take it out, take it out. And so he took it out, and my tips were like bright orange. And I wore a hat the entire summer because I was so embarrassed and I didn't want anyone to see my like orange frosted tips. And I don't know why I didn't just like shave my head, because like I was usually getting buzz cuts. I'm digressing again.
That's your I digress. That's your I digress.
But yeah, I don't know why. Like, I think we should challenge men.
Yes, and I there definitely is something deeper to that of like why a man can't just like dye his hair a little bit lighter to enhance his appearance,
Mhm.
where it's like I wouldn't question if someone did that, but I feel like men just do it once they're gray.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I do think that like once you're graying, which I've been graying for a while, that you're kind of like, okay, my appearance has changed without my consent. And so now if I'm going to do something, I might as well do it while I still have hair.
You're like, you're gonna be bald.
Yeah, I mean, just do it.
I want to go to Valentino.
Yeah, oh my God, Danny, you would love him. Actually, he like wasn't that funny. I mean, he was like very New York. Like he's like a legend.
Yeah, he's just like funny in theory, as are
Yes.
most people that we concoct stories about.
No, my sister and I were actually like joking about this the other day, that like her hair for all of her like middle school years was a football helmet. Like he would cut her hair and it would look like she was wearing a football helmet, and every time she'd be like no, like I don't want him to cut it that way, and then he would, and like it would just be this whole ordeal. But then we would get bagels and like strawberry chocolate milk afterwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's such sweet memories. And now
Yeah.
you're just on The Amazing Race when you come to New York. my, how the turns have tabled. I think this is a great time to wrap it up.
Wait, no, not yet.
Okay,
Dana, we need to tell like at least like one more funny story. Can we tell something about Catalina?
yeah, sure. So Will and I went to Catalina Island, which is where the motherfucking Catalina. Well,
I'm like, I'm never fucking leaving.
Wait, why do you have a gun? No, I'm just kidding. No, Will, like usually, because my thing is like I don't like to listen to a podcast that's like over an hour,
Okay.
and this is like 47 minutes. So why don't we?
Damn, time's been flying.
I know time flies when you're talking about nothing.
True.
So that's why I'm like, okay, let's do a story.
Yeah, just like one for like the keepsakes.
Okay, totally. So Will was like, it's on my bucket list to go to Catalina Island. And obviously when you hear Catalina Island, you gotta go. The motherfucking Catalina wine mixer. So I was like, okay, so we got us a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the last time Will got us a hotel. Wait, this is like a funnier story.
I'll tell it. I'll tell this part.
Okay, go ahead, Will.
I'm a Virgo. Like in some ways I might not be very Virgo, but in other ways I am. And I usually don't mess up this bad. But Dana was visiting and she was like, we need a night where we just go and pop our bussies in WeHo.
West Hollywood for the straights.
Oh yeah, WeHo. And I was like, that sounds amazing. Like, let's just go out and dance and it's gonna be so fun. So I'm looking at hotels and they're like, I mean, of course Dana at first is like, let's stay at a really nice hotel. And then like we find like one and it's like $500 a night. And we're like, nope, like not in the budget. And then we eventually find this one called Hotel June.
Hotel June.
It's actually called Hotel June, but we just say it funny. And
June.
like I look at it, it looks like a nice hotel.
I put my trust in Will because
Mm-hmm.
it's not the blind leading the blind, because Will is very much so vision focused.
Mhm.
I'm the blind. So I trust Will as he doesn't trust me. He shouldn't. I trust him. I should.
Dana was supposed to book this hotel. Like, I
Yeah,
gave
but
her literally one task for the entire month that she was visiting was to book this hotel, and she didn't do it.
And I didn't wanna.
No. And so I look it up, and I'm like, okay, great. It's not that expensive. It's in a nice location. It'll be perfect. There's a pool. I love a pool at a hotel. So the day of the hotel comes up, and I'm like, Dana, for some reason, this hotel is like next to LAX. I have no idea how this could be, but like there is no Hotel June in WeHo. I was like, and we can't cancel this. Like we pull up to Hotel June.
wait, we drive. We hike in WeHo basically.
Oh yeah, we do.
And then we're like, oh, let's go back to the hotel and like get changed.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Our whole day was like, it's meant to be in the WeHo area, and then I'm like, wait a minute, like it's really far away.
We're right next to LAX.
Yeah, and so then we like hiked our butts down there, and we were like, whatever, it's for the plot. Like, it's really whatever. It is what it is. This is just very stereotypical us. Fast forward, neither Dana and I end up sleeping at Hotel June because we're hot and single. And yeah, so that was really fun. Oh, but that was the last time I booked a hotel for us.
Yeah. But like, that was hysterical to me because it was like just tomfoolery at its finest.
Mm-hmm.
And like also Hotel June has a sign right as you're approaching it. It goes, last margarita before LAX. And we're like, Will, are you kidding me? Like we were 50 minutes away from freaking WeHo. But
yeah,
we ended up, we shook ass in WeHo. It wasn't, there's a bar called High Tops.
Yeah.
I figured it was like the tables. No, it's like High Tops.
And Dana and I are gonna open a bar called Buy Bottoms.
Exactly.
No one can take that.
No.
It's not an original thought.
It's not an original thought, but also like, no, I feel like it's kind of controversial.
Oh, okay. Well, that night Dana and I did meet Frankie Grande.
Yeah. Wait, whose birthday party was it up top?
It was Lance Bass's birthday party, and Frankie Grande was trying to get into the VIP area, and
What?
we were like, and we just, yeah.
I'm like, are you gonna call Page 6 or am I? Will and I are just like smoking joints from like a sketchy cannabis distillery like outside of High Top. Oh no, we were at a different club. We were at Heart.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Damn, that was fun. If y'all don't have someone to just like go shake ass with, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. But anyway, we go to Catalina, and I don't even know if there's really much that we can say, but if you haven't been, you gotta go.
You have to go. And what beach club do they need to go to, Will?
The Scanzo Beach Club. Catalina is if the Italian coastline and Key West had a baby.
Had a baby.
Had a hot, fun Greek baby. And I'll leave it at that.
Will's being so naughty. I gave him my list of things we can't talk about it, and it's anything related to tzatziki. How dare you? How dare you, motherfucker? You know, what can we talk about there besides the elephant in thy room?
Yeah, you're right.
We did go snorkeling.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I ended up going snorkeling at the beach club. So, like, there's an area designated for snorkeling, and then there's, like, the beach club. And I was like, what if I went snorkeling at the beach club?
Uh-huh.
So I went in with my goggles, and all of a sudden, like, people are, like, on the beach in the ocean, like, playing, and there's me, like, with my goggles, and I'm like, do I look like a perv? Just, like... swimming, like looking at everyone's like legs, and then it was fun.
It was really fun. It was really, really fun.
I'm recommending it to everyone. They're like, why did you go there? And I'm like, why haven't you been there? Oh, and then I fell asleep on the on the ferry on the way back, and Will was like fighting with this little kid. Brady.
There was this little brat named Brady who was like from Laguna Beach.
He was taking Brat Summer a little too serious.
Yeah, and I was like, and I just went blonde right before going to Catalina. I was like, calm the fuck down, Brady. But he was like annoying me so much, and Dana is just passed out on this boat, like tongue out, like that.
I look cute. I look cute though.
She did in her little red bikini, and yeah, that was it. I mean, the rest is
herstory.
Yeah.
Wait, Will, you leave for Hawaii soon, right? When do you leave?
I'm going to Hawaii on a solo trip, and last week of September.
Oh damn! I thought it was like next week. After Poughkeepsie.
Mm-hmm.
What are you most looking forward to?
Coconuts. Okay, sorry. I think we've gone a little too.
Is Hawaii
silly.
known for coconuts?
Oh my god, Dana.
What?
Yes.
Hawaii's known for like
pineapple and coconuts. A coconut tree.
That's so Malibu rum.
Yeah. Guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Wait, I'm so confused why you're acting like it's your podcast. Guys, thank you so much for listening. This has been such a blast with my good friend Will. I cannot wait to listen back and just crack up. I think just all in all, like, remember it's not that deep, and make sure to surround yourself with people who remind you that constantly.
Yeah.
And more importantly, rate, review, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for listening. Have an amazing weekend. I don't know when I'm posting this, but I could not be more grateful to everyone who's listening. And I'm obsessed with doing this podcast. It's so fun. And this is when the music will start hitting. Say bye, Will.
Bye, everybody. Love you. Mwah.
Sometimes I wish when I